You're listening to Girls Rule. Sorry, boys, there's a new alpha in town, only on Audiobooks Hive. Chapter 7, The Pain From A Heartache. Ace. 1 year later, I let out a whimper as the rogue bit my ankle. Why am I so weak? I growled and shook him off and immediately jumped at him. He howled in pain as I ripped a chunk of his neck out and spit it out on the ground. I breathed heavily as the last rogue fell to the ground dead. Because we rejected him. It's going to affect us, Ava whispered sadly. Well, it shouldn't, I growled as I pawed at the ground. It's been a fucking year. Well, it does, okay, Ava yelled at me. So you are just going to have to deal with it. I stood there, shocked. Ava has never yelled at me like that. Ava? I asked. I heard her sigh. I'm sorry, Ace. I really am. I didn't mean to snap. I think this whole rejecting thing got us messed up, I admitted. I think you're right, Ava said softly. I'm gonna go rest. I'll be back later. I didn't get a chance to say anything because she shut me out. Grabbing my clothes, I shifted back and put them back on. I growled and punched the closest tree to me. I heard a crack and watched the tree fall down. Just great. Just fucking great. I punch a tree and make it fall down. Mother Nature is going to kick my ass. I growled as I heard a crack of lightning and it started to rain. Yep, I made her mad. Sorry, Mother Nature. Where are you? Colby asked in a panicked voice. West Border, I said. What's wrong? Rogues, South Border, Colby growled. Are you fucking kidding me? I growled and shot off in that direction. What is? With all these rogue attacks lately, they are literally everywhere. When I finally made it to the border, there were rogues everywhere. I growled and took off in some random direction and jumped on a rogue. I took my paw and slashed his face. That is for thinking you can attack my pack. Slash. That is for actually attacking my pack. Slash. And this is for thinking you could win. I growled and bit his throat. There's so many. Xylan growled as she took one out. How the fuck are they getting past my patrol? I growled. I don't know. Xylan mumbled as she didn't meet my eyes. We need to have a pack meeting after this, I growled. I'm gonna end this once and for all. Deacon. I groaned as I heard a knock on my door. What? I growled out in irritation. Deacon. Gabriel sighed. It's been a week since you've seen her at the diner and haven't come out of your room. You need to come out. No, I whined. I heard the creak of my door as it was opened. Get out, I demanded. Deacon, Gabriel said. At least eat something. I pointed to the corner of my room. Cereal does not count, Gabriel said, irritated. Fine, I growled in annoyance. Damn, man, have you gotten any sleep? Gabriel asked. I shrugged and walked to my bathroom. I cringed as I saw my reflection. Bags under my eyes, pale skin, lifeless eyes. Come on, Gabriel whispered as he placed a hand on my shoulder. I miss her. My voice quiet and raspy. I know you do, Gabriel replied softly as he pulled me into a hug. It's been a long year. Everyone misses them. I sniffed as I hugged him back. Damn it. Don't cry, Deacon. Shit. I tightened my hold on my best friend as I felt a tear fall. It's okay, man, Gabriel said. You'll get her back. I tore myself away from him with a growl. How am I supposed to get her back? You have to try, Gabriel explained as he grabbed my shoulders. You need to try. You can't give up. I probably should. I can't get her back, I said as I threw my hands up in the air. I have been trying to talk to her for a year. A fucking year. She hasn't even reached me back. I have been trying so hard. She won't listen. What have you been trying to do? Gabriel asked. I tried to call her. Every time I call, I either get hung up on or yelled at by one of her pack members saying that she doesn't want to talk to me. I call every day and get the same thing. That's the problem. Gabriel smiled. What is? I asked, confused. Where is he going with this? You aren't talking to her in person, Gabriel explained. Girls are different. You can't apologize over a phone or text. They deserve so much more than that. They won't accept it. You have to do it face to face in order for them to truly forgive. Even though sometimes they don't, it will leave an impact on them. They saw that you did it in person, and they will always remember that. Girls deserve everything that we can offer them. They are special people. I have, though, I said, defeated as I looked away. No one will let me on her territory. I've already tried. You need to try harder. Girls look for that stuff. How do you know? I asked. When my parents were still alive, my dad would have to do that with my mom when he made her mad. He would always tell me that flowers and apologizing in person will go a long way. Your dad was smart, I smiled. Gabriel laughed. He was. I miss him, though. Everyone misses them. I miss my parents, too, and Zane misses his. I sighed as I sat down on my bed. It was a sad day. Gabriel mumbled as he sat next to me. It was tragic. I corrected as I looked at him. He nodded. It was worse than that. We can only move forward and kill who is responsible for that, I gritted out through clenched teeth. But first things first. Gabriel smiled as he hopped off my bed and stood in front of me with his hand out. We gotta make it up with our mates. I smiled and took his hand. He pulled me to my feet. You're right. Well, duh, Gabriel smirked. When am I wrong? All the time, usually, I laughed. Bitch, Gabriel mumbled as he walked out of my room. Time to go get my mate back again, I said to myself.